And plus, it's not Maddie's fault. It's not her fault at all. Okay. So I swear, I'm not blaming your mother for any of this. Okay. I'm not blaming her for anything that she didn't do. Okay. I don't want to take it on your mother for it. I really don't want to. Okay. Blaming your mother is not the option. I think my mother's right about that. But taking it on Maddie for all this is not okay. That's not cool. But taking it on your mother for it. Okay. So, it wasn't exactly Maddie's idea. It was my mother's idea. Okay. So let me take it out on me for it. And put it down on me. It's not okay either, sweetheart. I was just trying to help you out with the whole FaceTime stuff. I was just trying to keep you out of trouble. That's all what I was doing, okay. I was just trying to make sure you do the right thing without you getting into punishments with your mother. I was just trying to look out after you. I just want you to make good choices. And good decisions. Okay. I'm just trying to be helpful. Okay. The only thing I was kind of concerned why we gave each other those naked pictures in the first place. If you hadn't done that in the first place, we wouldn't got our FaceTime taken away. If you want that FaceTime so bad, then you were sending naked pictures of yourself by me? Why did you tell me to take pictures of you naked? You had no right by telling me to keep those pictures of you like that. You know I wasn't supposed to do that in my journal. You should have. You had no business sending me those naked pictures of you. You should have kept your naked pictures in private. So I'm going to be blaming you for all this instead. You should have gave me your naked. You should have never asked me to take pictures of you naked. Why did you do it? I took those pictures of you naked because you told me to. If you hadn't told me to do that, you wouldn't have got in trouble at all. That's the reason why my mother made a big deal out of it. And you know why she did? That's because you're going overboard with it. They didn't have to listen to me at first. Maddie wouldn't have took your FaceTime away from you in the first place. You were doing stupid stuff you shouldn't be doing. But that wasn't very smart, but let me take pictures. That one wasn't very smart. But tell me to take pictures of you naked. You shouldn't have told me that. You shouldn't have told me that at all. If you didn't want me to get in trouble, why didn't you tell me to take pictures of you like that? You shouldn't have told me to do that. Said that you got me in trouble for that, sweetheart. That's why my mother abandoned me from the FaceTime for a couple of weeks. Because I got those naked pictures of you because you're the one who told me to take pictures of it. So it should be your fault, not your mother. It should be your fault. You're the one that ruined it for me. You're the one that got me in trouble for all that, sweetheart. And I told you before, the first day we were on FaceTime, we're not allowed to get undressed on FaceTime. I told you that the first time, and you didn't listen to me with it. You got your own way over it, and you did. You made it into an issue, and you made it into an argument with me. I kept those naked pictures of you because it was you that told me to take pictures of it. I kept those pictures because you're the one who told me to take those pictures of you. That was your idea. You shouldn't have asked me to do that. You should have stopped me, and you didn't. You're the one that took off your clothes on FaceTime. It wasn't just me. You did the same thing. So, Mia, that's the reason why my mother made a big deal out of it, sweetheart. You went overboard with it. That's why my mother made it into an issue. Okay, you're the one that dragged my mother into it, and you did. And your mother agreed to it. So I wasn't Maddie the whole time. It was my mother. Okay, so I'm not blaming Maddie for any of it. Okay. And I told you to erase my naked pictures, and you didn't, so you're keeping them. So now you need to learn your lesson. Now you're going to have to suffer the consequences. I don't want to see that happen again, sweetheart. If you want that FaceTime back by next week, you better do the right thing. Okay? I'm going to want you as a hawk with that, and I am. So let me stop bothering you about the FaceTime and stop getting in trouble. Okay? And how your mother got in the middle of it, because my mother told her. So it's not Maddie's fault. It was my mother's. Okay? I'll just let you know, okay? That's the truth. It was my mother made it into a scene, and she did. It was my mother's idea. She's the one that told your mother on you. It was my mother. That was my mother that tattletale on you. I told her to keep it to herself, but she didn't listen to me with that. She told your mother anyway. Well, I wasn't going to blame your mother for it. I wasn't going to. All right. I'm not. It was my mother that told your mother about it. But don't take it out of your mother for it. I'm not going to take it out on her either, okay? It was my mother who started all this, okay? I told her to keep it to herself, and she didn't. She told her anyway. I told my mother to keep that private, and she didn't. She had to blab it out to your mother for it. You know my mother, she has a big mouth. It was my mother told her everything. She got in the middle of it because my mother told her. It was my mother who started all this thing. That's why. It was my mother who made a big deal out of it, and she did. She's the one that tattletale on you. And she did. Make sure she doesn't do that again, okay? I'll make sure she doesn't. Lucky my mother didn't tell my father about that. And I'm in the middle of it, okay? But if she tells my father on it, it's going to make things worse. And then my father's going to shout at me and take my phone away from me. And they don't want that. And they say, oh, my mother break us up because of all that stuff. Okay. If you don't want my mother breaking us up, let's not do all that stuff anymore, okay? You lost your chances on FaceTime. You messed it up for yourself. I didn't do it, you did. It was you that ruined it. So when I could have done, instead of blaming your mother for it, I could have blamed it on you.